Gambling is a game of chance and many individuals, who take part in betting, can become addicted to it. The prevalence and impact of gambling disorder in the United States are on the rise, and many experts believe that gambling-related harm is on the increase. Many Americans spend a small portion of their money on gambling each year, but they do not realize the potential dangers of gambling, which can cause negative behaviors and thoughts. The National Institute of Mental Health reports that 1 out of every 9 American adults has gambling problems, and most of these individuals suffer from gambling-related harm. The prevalence of gambling addiction is troubling because gambling disorder can lead to a variety of negative outcomes, such as the development of depression, substance abuse and addiction, risky sexual behavior, and criminal activity. Addiction to gambling can be difficult to overcome, and in some cases, professional help may be needed. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, studies have shown that gambling addicts often fail to recover because of the intensity of the addiction and the difficulty of dealing with the negative effects that gambling has on the individual's life. As a result, many people lose hope and stop trying to recover. Gambling addiction is treatable if an individual can get treatment. One treatment method is called continuous positive airway pressure, CPAP, and it is designed to keep an individual's airways open and clear. It is often used in the treatment of patients suffering from gambling disorder. A common symptom of gambling disorder is the inability to stop gambling and the associated symptoms such as irritability and agitation. When a person cannot control his or her actions and thoughts, he or she becomes overwhelmed by the act or the thoughts of gambling. Other indicators of gambling disorder include repeated loss of memory or having trouble concentrating. If you are experiencing these symptoms, it is likely that you suffer from the prevalence and impact of gambling disorder. The prevalence and impact of gambling disorder are on the rise and affect many states in the U.S. Gambling disorder is on the rise because gambling venues are popping up left and right and are not limited to licensed casinos. Prostitution and street gambling are also starting to become more widespread and acceptable for some people. Online gambling has also increased, and gambling websites have popped up all over the internet. Gambling disorder is serious business for those who are addicted and have found themselves powerless to break this addiction. There are many online support groups for those suffering from gambling addiction, and they provide a safe haven for those who suffer from emotional and physical stress associated with gambling. You will find online chat rooms, message boards, and forums. They are a great way to speak to others who have been in the same situation as you are. They can be there to direct you to local resources such as local treatment centers or professional legal assistance. Treatment centers are there for those who suffer from the psychological effects of gambling disorder. There are various types of treatment, including medication and therapies. There are so many individuals and families that find themselves at a loss and do not know what to do. This is why counseling and support groups are so crucial. It can be overwhelming to those who are dealing with gambling addiction, and they need a sounding board to listen to their struggles and get the help they need. The consequences of not seeking treatment for gambling disorder are dire. The impact is not just on the gambler. Those who do not seek treatment are placing themselves at risk for contracting more serious gambling disorders. Those who do seek treatment and recovery from the disease are placing themselves at a greater risk of living a happy and healthy life after treatment. The prevalence and impact of gambling disorder must be addressed and eliminated as soon as possible.